Hi guys, so we're here on day 138 of not having a wheelchair thanks to British Airways in London City Airport. And today I thought we should have a little chat about disability rights and why disability rights matter, because it seems to be something we keep missing as a society. As most of you are aware, I was discriminated against by British Airways on October 19th, 2015, and I was not permitted to fly due to a direct result of my disability. Not only that, my wheelchair was improperly handled by London City Airport and British Airways. And a lot of people, particularly a lot of people on the Independent website, the Independent being a newspaper here in the UK, are making comments about me and who does this young woman think she is, and apparently I am a benefits grounder, which is funny because I don't get UK benefits. But who does he think she is? And sadly to say, this isn't uncommon. But even among people who claim to know me and are my friends, I remember a few years back, I was complaining because a venue wasn't accessible, and they said on their website that they were, when they clearly weren't. And several of my friends got very upset. Actually, I think they were embarrassed, and that embarrassment got then projected onto me. And one of my friends said, disability rights is not that simple. It's not as simple as making sure everything is equal. It's not as simple as making sure everything is accessible. It is that simple. It's that simple. And here's why it's important. Whenever someone says, who does she think she is to be fighting for her rights? This is how I want to answer. Who do you think you are? Because if you live long enough, you will become disabled. That's the God's honest truth. There's no getting away from it. Your body will break down. You won't be able to run up a flight of stairs the way you used to. You won't be able to hear music as clearly as your ears get older. You won't be able to be as ambulant as you once were. That's the fact of nature. If you live long enough, you will become disabled. There is an alternative, of course. The alternative is you don't live long enough. So in a world where anyone can become disabled at any point in time, here's what you have to understand about disability rights. They will someday become your rights. You have the distinct possibility of waking up with a spinal cord injury in the middle of a stroke, during a leg amputation due to a car crash. You can wake up disabled. You cannot, to my knowledge, wake up a different color, or a different religion, or a different any other sort of diversity. Your life can change in an instant. And at the end of the day, the disability rights that you stand up for now are the rights that you're going to inherit when you become disabled. End of story. You don't stand up for disabled people now, you will have to suffer the consequences of that world later in your life. That's nature. That's the physical law of things. That's the reality, and you can deny it all you want and think that I'm somehow different than you. It's just not true. So when my mobility is taken by corporations, the longer it goes on and the less I fight, the more likely it will be okay for someone to do that to your mobility when you're dependent on a wheelchair. Think about that.